Let's dive into the schedule setup for the permanent work of our employees. We'll begin by focusing on Mr. Hassan Munir. Let's click on the schedule icon to proceed. Here, we have the weekly schedule template for Mr. Hassan. At the moment, it's empty, but that's about to change as we edit the schedule based on the plan we've crafted for him. To kick things off, we'll add a day to the schedule. We'll start with Sunday. Mr. Hassan's start time will be 9 a.m., and he'll wrap up at 5 a.m. The work registration kicks off between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Mr. Hassan's end time spans from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Note that he won't be accepted by the program if he checks in at 6:59 a.m. Although he can register, Mr. Hassan won't be included in the schedule. This is because his start time is set between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m., making his work time unlimited. This essentially means Mr. Hassan can clock in anytime. We have the flexibility to control the device settings, including disabling the input fingerprint, which will trigger an error message. Regarding the fingerprint input, if the device is used without any adjustments, Mr. Hassan's start time will consistently remain between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. This setup means if Mr. Hassan tries to register at 10 a.m., the program won't accept him. He won't be considered ready for work that day as he'll be late according to our set time. The same rules apply for when he exits. The initial fingerprint should be between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m., with a 10-minute leeway for delays. So if Mr. Hassan logs out at 9:10 p.m., he won't be marked as late. However, if he checks out at 9:11 p.m., he'll be considered 10 minutes late, and this applies to early exits as well. For example, if he leaves at 9:54 p.m., he's on time. But if he departs at 9:49 p.m., he's 11 minutes early, which affects his official work hours. The official work time is calculated as 8 hours daily. For a daily wage setup with Mr. Hassan, any lateness will be subject to deductions. In cases where Mr. Hassan is late by any duration, whether it's a minute or longer, he faces a $20 deduction. However, I can adjust the penalty to $1 per minute. Therefore, if he's 10 minutes late, the deduction will be $10 on top of the previously set $20. This rule also applies to early exits. Early exit penalties start at $20 with each additional minute costing $1. Now, let's shift our focus to the overtime policy. The baseline for overtime is a minimum of 10 hours. If Mr. Hassan doesn't work these extra hours, he won't receive overtime pay. This measure helps in calculating overtime effectively. Overtime eligibility depends on starting from 6 p.m. The most crucial question is whether Mr. Hassan qualifies for overtime in the first place. By assigning a true value, we ensure he's considered for overtime. If marked as false, he won't receive overtime pay, irrespective of any initial settings. Now, let's examine the weekly schedule. Currently, we're on Sunday with detailed entries. Daily wage workers are marked as false. If marked true, it disregards Mr. Hassan's salary, set at $1,000. In such a case, the system would default to a daily wage, currently set to 0, hence we leave it as false. The system also allows for a 30-minute rest period. I'll assign Mr. Hassan 30 minutes of rest per day. If he exceeds this, a charge of $2 per additional minute will apply after the rest period ends. In the event of absence, a $50 deduction applies. If Mr. Hassan prefers hourly calculations instead of monthly or daily rates, we set the hourly rate at FIs. Regarding overtime, the rate is recorded as 2.5. Thus, if Mr. Hassan works overtime, the $5 hourly rate applies along with an additional $3 for overtime. Consequently, for every overtime hour, Mr. Hassan earns $8, a combination of the $5 base rate and the $3 overtime rate. Once saved, these settings will carry over to the rest of the week without needing adjustments. By copying Sunday's setup, we apply it to Monday, maintaining consistency through to Thursday. By applying these settings through Friday, it's recognized as the weekend. If Saturday is marked similarly, it becomes an official rest day. Any rest day, recorded as 0 to 0, gets noted in the report. This way, we distinguish rest days clearly within the employee's weekly cycle. Should a day be an official holiday, it's noted as the end of the week. adjustments can be made to convert any day to a rest day. For instance, Thursday can be modified. Thus, Thursday becomes a rest day, while Mr. Hassan's Wednesday schedule is adjusted. He'll work a night shift from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. This shift includes a +1 offset due to crossing midnight, marking the start of work at 7 p.m. Work concludes at 10 p.m., with operations beginning at 3 a.m., maintaining the +1 offset. The work wraps up by 9 a.m. with the offset sustained. From Sunday to Tuesday, Mr. Hassan maintains his regular hours. Wednesday features a night shift. Thursday is a rest day. Finally, Friday and Saturday mark the weekend for Mr. Hassan. With the schedule saved, adjustments to Mr. Hassan's hours are possible. However, managing a vast employee database requires efficiency. Instead of individual adjustments, we aim for efficiency by not repeatedly entering details for each employee. To streamline this, we use time management settings for broader application, creating a ready-made template for direct employee application. A new template is set with predetermined hours, ranging from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On other days, schedules run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's simple to add new templates as needed. Naming the new template Test 2, we proceed by adding the necessary days. Additionally, Fridays are set as regular workdays, followed by saving the template. Upon saving, Test 2 becomes available. Returning to staff management, we specify employees for this schedule. Within the selected schedule section, this applies to chosen employees only. Assigning Test 2 to these employees, we secure their schedules and proceed by saving. This method eliminates delays and effort, instantly generating a pre-designed schedule. Assigning the schedule is straightforward. By selecting all employees, the process is seamless. Through the All Schedule feature, a fixed schedule applies across the board, tailored to our requirements. With a quick save, all employee schedules align with desired times. This approach wraps up our scheduling. Thus, we've successfully established a fixed schedule system for our employees, aligned with our discussion and planning.